Hey, what's happening? This is Jerry at Wealth Dynamics. Hope you're having a good morning. Hey, I wanted to come at you with a really quick live stream this morning and talk about how to control your cash flow. All right, now before I talk about this, I want to make a few different clarifications or definitions, right? So first one being, cash flow is what is left over when you subtract your income from your expenses. All right, so at the end of the month, you should have margin. You should have money left over. That's called cash flow. All right, you made money, you spend money, you had money left, cash flow, okay? Now, control means the ability to start, change, and stop. All right, so if you can start, change, and stop your cash flow, you can control it. If you can't start, change, and stop your cash flow, you don't have control over it. All right, so those are the first two things we want to remember here. Now, if you're trying to, save more money, if you're trying to reduce expenses, if you are trying to maybe put aside more money for investments, whatever your deal is, you need to have control over your cash flow, right? So here's what you got to do. If you're trying to control your cash flow, the first thing you need to do is you need to look at your income. Okay, if I'm trying to control my cash flow, the best way I can do that is control my income. Okay, so if I increase my income, I'm able to have more control over my cash flow, okay? The second thing you need to do is you need to be aware of all of the places your money is going. Okay, most people have no idea. Okay, so then there's two sides of the fence on this. You've either got no idea or you try and lead with this, and that's why you don't make enough because you're focused on reducing expenses. So here's what I want you to do. All right, this is very practical, but I want you to download the mint.com app. Anyone can do this, it's free. Download mint.com. I want you to link all of your bank accounts, credit cards, anywhere you earn or spend money. I want you to link it to your mint.com profile. And I want you to download the last 90 days of your transaction history. All right. Now, this is a lot of work. Most of you guys watching this are not going to do this because of how much work it is. But it's something that's going to help you tremendously if you did do it. Okay, so I want you to download the last 90 days of your transaction history on mint.com. Just download it on an Excel spreadsheet. I want you to count the number of weeks. There should be 12, right? 12 or 13. And then I want you to divide those out by 4-week chunks. All right, now what you just did is you created a 3-month transaction history. All right, now I want you to go through every single line on that sheet, and I want you to categorize each expense. Okay, was it household? Was it rent? Was it groceries? Was it, name all of your expenses out, right? And then as you're doing that, what you're going to start seeing is you'll get a running total over the last 90 days of what you spent in each category. All right. Now, if you divide those at the end, you're going to total them up, and then you're going to divide those by the number of weeks you had. So let's say you had, 10 grand a month between all your categories, and it was a 12-week period. You would divide 10,000 by 12 weeks. Multiply that by 52, okay, because that's your per week expense. There's 52 weeks in a year, and then you want to divide that by 12 months. What you just did is you got the factual amount of money you've been spending in the last 90 days, okay? Now, that was probably like a 2-hour deal, okay, 2-hour deal for the week, right? The rest of the week, now that you have that, you need to take your monthly totals, divide them by the weekly, so you're going to go times 12 divided by 52, bring them back to the weekly number, and you're going to start tracking weekly what's going in and what's coming out. That's how you get control over your money, okay? And like I said, that's probably a 2-hour-a-week activity on mint.com. It's very easy. I also play what's called the 1 to 5 game. Okay, 1 meaning it was a dumb idea, I'm going to return it. 2 meaning I didn't need it right now, I'm also going to return it. 3 meaning it's a maybe, I'm going to make a decision on it one way or another. 4 meaning it's needed for survival. And then 5 meaning it was either going to produce income or reduce my taxes. Okay? So if you rate your expenses like that, what you'll see is you'll start sending back crap you don't need, and you'll start increasing the number of transactions that help you survive better, reduce your taxes, and increase your income. All right? And the last thing here, this is all expense management. The rest of the month, the rest of the week, the rest of the day, all of your attention goes to increasing income. 100% of your attention goes to increasing income, okay? You have to get in communication with people. You need to follow up with them. You need to add value to them. You need to help them, and you need to get them to do business with you. Okay, if you can't do that, then you're always going to be struggling with expense management because your income is not high enough. And if you're watching this video and you're like, man, Jerry, this sounds like a lot of work, so is being broke, dude. So if you don't want to be broke, put the work in on this instead. Okay, if you're going to struggle knowing your numbers, struggle putting together an organized plan, rather than struggling with just nothing. Like, hey, I can't afford this, I can't do that, I can't go there, I can't eat this is too expensive. That's a struggle that's not worth it, all right? So guys, if you're watching this right now and you're like, all right, that really helped, that makes sense, I want to actually give you a free financial plan. So right now, I just posted a link in the comments. Right now, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, this makes sense, I want to check this out, I want to learn more, we have a program called the Sacred Account, okay? And if you sign up with the Sacred Account with us, I'll do your financial plan for free. Okay, we will literally build out your entire financial plan at no cost. I will do that work for you. My team will help you. Okay, we're going to educate you on the process as we set up your Sacred Account. Now, what is your Sacred Account? It's not an IRA. It's not a 401k. It's kind of like that, but it is an account where you keep all of your saved income for the sole purpose of investing in cash flow. Okay, it's tax-free. It's guaranteed. It grows at a 6 to 8% gross dividend, and it's something that you can access anytime. Unlike your 401k, right? So guys, I hope that this video brings you some value today. I hope it helps. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all soon.